You want to start this time?
Sure.
Hold on, I wanted to get my mummy baby.
Are you just gonna hold it up in front of you?
Yeah, and then I'll bring it to the camera and be back up.
Alright then.
Yeah.
2, 1. Welcome to the Day Ghost Reviews. Today we saw The Mummy.
Yes.
2017 with,
Not to be confused with The Mummy.
that's right. This one is with starring Tom Cruise.
So, yeah, anyways. And not the Brendan Fraser one, yes.
No. So this one's not getting good reviews.
No, I've heard very bad things
Very
about it.
bad things, and to be honest, it's there. It's a movie.
Yeah.
It exists.
I have only one thought about this movie, and I said it to Brandon multiple times while watching it and when leaving.
It would be better if you did.
It would be better if we did it. I kept turning to him and being like, well, this Demon Hunters movie would be way better if we made it.
That's right.
And Brandon was like, yep. That's right. And I don't even, like, we don't even have, like, big egos when it comes to this stuff, but, like, it was so laughable in some places.
It was.
But unlike us, it didn't understand that it was laughable, you know what I mean?
Yes. His friend that dies early on but keeps
Oh my God.
coming back, and
I know, what was up with that? Sorry, my phone
saying,
was.
hey, we gotta go, come on.
We gotta go.
Come on. I'm gonna take you to Annette,
No.
and she's gonna turn you into, what does it say?
Yeah.
She's gonna
Come
turn
on,
you
man.
into Seth. Come on, we gotta go, man. We gotta go, it's the only way to break the curse, come on.
Okay, now just because you're saying it, Marky Mark would have been
Mark
casting that role
Wahlberg.
with us. Hey,
Yes.
come on, man. She's just
Taking the kills and curses.
take an interest in history, man. Come on. Say hello to your mother for me, okay?
At the end, hey, thanks for saying
Hey, hey, are you
glad to be alive and all that. What are we doing?
Are you trying to lead me to my death?
What?
No. No, I'm not trying to lead you to your death. No. I'm not doing that.
No.
I'm Marky Mark.
Say
I'm the
hello to
Funky
you.
Bunch.
Say hello to your mother.
Say hello to your mother for me, okay?
No, this movie was horribly written.
Well, that's the thing when
laughable.
it comes to this movie is I kind of just don't even want to talk about it. I just want to talk about what we would do instead.
But we have to.
No, I know, but that's what I mean is this movie's so nothing to me that
Yes.
even while I'm watching it, I'm like, people would say things and I would write my own lines in my head of what the next character should respond with.
Yeah.
Like, oh. And I don't think it's necessarily bad.
No, it's just
It's like drinking lukewarm water.
yeah, it's
Eating
just-
white rice. It's
with no soy sauce, nothing.
That's what I meant. when
Yeah,
I
it's
said
just
eating
white.
white rice.
White rice just by itself.
Just it's there.
It's there. Doesn't make an impression. It's completely devoid of anything that's interesting or infuriating. Really, it's not infuriating. Like
Well, I mean, there are some good.
like this is
aspects to it.
clearly.
Though I thought the mummy herself was, she was acted well. I thought Russell Crowe was good as Japanese Charlie.
Oh
No,
my God.
Russell Crowe wouldn't change in our version of that. He would be the exact same.
No, this is clearly a movie that's made as a product by a studio that's just trying to jumpstart
Well, from what
and
I've
cash
heard-
in on this new multiverse type thing. That's what everybody's trying to do.
No, don't go there, because
Okay.
the Universal monsters are technically like the first
Well,
on-screen
they're trying to
shared
do
universe.
They're trying to do another one. They're trying to start one up.
No, I'm just saying because you were You were like, they're jumping on the bandwagon of shared universes, which they technically start.
Well, now it's popular. It's
Well,
like
no,
a
I
thing
know.
that's being
But
done.
you know what I mean is,
And they see this as an
It's not-
opportunity now. And
Well,
they're
of
like,
course.
well, we're going to start doing it again.
well, I just meant in the sense of, don't be like, Universal's like, we're deciding we're gonna take all of our monsters and put them into a shared universe.
I'm not saying that. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, it's clearly it's made for that purpose. It's to there's this fad going on with shared universes.
Well, you
Everybody's
see-
doing this, and now they want to do it again too. Obviously, but
Well, and you see
This
a
is not-
vampire
yeah.
skull, you see the hand of Gilman, or the creature from the Black Lagoon.
yeah, this is clearly a product. It's not a
Well, and it's directed by Alex Kurtzman from Kurtzman Dorsey, the writing duo that have done like Transformers 1 and 2,
Oh.
the Star Trek 1 and 2. They've done a bunch of stuff like that. They're like a writing duo. Oh,
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Yes.
And no, this is like I'm trying to say. This is not nothing they do is infuriating. It's not like
Sorry, just apparently they only do the first 2 of franchises.
that's right. Nothing. Yeah, nothing like I said that they do is particularly infuriating when you look at it as just it's trying to be a product. It's trying to jumpstart a shared universe and.
And it would have
it
been
could be a
so
lot-
much better if we made it as a
Right.
movie for the
It's
Demon Hunters show.
Clearly, it's not made with any artistic vision, really, in an attempt to tell a truly good story. But they also don't just throw in a bunch of cliches, or well, they do, but they don't throw in a bunch of things from other movies that were successful just so that they can, like, they think that people will then like it just because they did it too, which is what Suicide Squad did that infuriated me so much, is they just saw, well, Marvel did this, so now we're going to do it. It doesn't have to make sense, we're just going to do it. And they saw Guardians of the Galaxy and they decided, we're going to make it have a pop song soundtrack. Doesn't have to make sense that why Batman's Rogues Gallery teaming up would have a pop song
Not
soundtrack.
just Batman's, DC.
Yes, which is like the most like dark, gritty Rogues Gallery.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to be super dark.
Right, you don't have to make it that super
The
dark,
colors,
right?
right.
But why it would be that light and have that type of a soundtrack doesn't have to make any sense.
Well, no, the problem
Guardians
is
of the Galaxy did it.
the problem
so
isn't
we'll do
that
it.
it had a pop soundtrack. The
No,
problem
no,
is
no.
that it was the most obvious songs.
Yes,
And it was only for like the first 20 minutes, and it was just like back to back.
but not just that. It's just also, and Marvel's characters are very funny, so we're just gonna tell jokes. And every single character.
There was a joke that was told in Suicide Squad.
Well, but every single character that's there is just there to just at the end of every sentence make a bad pun or make a bad joke, and it's just they force
I
it
don't know
in
about
there.
that.
It's very cringeworthy.
It's been a long time since I watched it. I don't think there's very many jokes in that.
Yeah, they try it on every single scene with Harley
There's a lot of-
Quinn,
Yeah, that's Harley Quinn though.
but they also do it with Killer Croc. They do it with
Killer
Will.
Croc is like 3 lines.
They do it with Will Smith.
Will Smith's Will Smith.
Will Smith, yes, but he's very.
Will Smith.
They try to make him. They try to make him.
Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith, but to have the joke, try to have the
Because it's Will
humor,
Smith.
right? But it doesn't. It comes off very awkward and forced.
I thought he was the best part of that movie. That's the problem with the Mummy, is that we're not talking about the Mummy. 'Cause
Now we're talking.
there's
Right,
like
what I'm saying
nothing
is
to
they're not
talk
just
about.
throwing. They're not just throwing things in there that have worked in other movies that make no sense here. It's just this plain, vanilla, uninspired product.
Not Demon
That you
Hunters,
just
Demon
can't-
Hunters movie.
You can't get angry at it really nothing to like. There's not really anything here to like walk away and go, oh, that was good. It's just, yeah, that was average. Yeah, that was average. Every single aspect, yeah, that was average.
That wasn't how I was thinking. That's how you were thinking. I was thinking, this Demon Hunters movie is so not what I would do with it, but that's what they went with for my property, and
Yes.
whatever.
Apparently, they also did a lot of practical stunts, like when one scene where a building collapses.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah.
I knew about the
And they
plane.
actually collapsed a full-size building, but they don't in the shot and in the edit. They don't show the full building collapsing from a wide lens, so it's not a dynamic enough shot or edit to
I
justify
thought it was fun.
blowing up a real building. If they did it
Yeah, it's Tom
with
Cruise,
CGI,
so of course.
I know,
they'd
but
do
I'm
that.
saying if they did it with CGI and just like a platform that they like set that they build and they made it tilt and the rest was CGI, it would have looked exactly the same.
Fair enough.
They just went to these
I
lengths to
didn't
do
really have a
stuff
problem
just to
with
give
it. I knew it was
authenticity
real.
to it, and it adds nothing to it because of the uninspiring way that it's edited, and that's the biggest thing that you can hate in this is the editing style, especially.
Okay.
Not really, because for me it was pretty terrible. Especially when it comes to the way they edited it and how it affected the story and how it played out, because it just felt like everything was either too rushed, or it just didn't have a conclusion at all, or it just came out of.
Again, I wasn't critiquing the movie.
And it
I
ended
was
on-
just
It ended too quickly or came to a head, and you never felt any drama build up.
again, I wasn't critiquing the movie while watching it. I was just complaining that I wasn't making it.
Right. The editing style is what I'm saying, is it didn't build the drama, it didn't build the suspense very
No,
well.
for sure,
Uh,
for sure. And a lot of things
And that's
that they thought was scary weren't.
no. That's one thing that is actually also
And it's
pretty
super jump scare heavy.
heavy, yes. You flinched a lot.
That's because everything
You-
makes me jump.
Yes.
Right? We've established this.
I don't think I jumped at one thing.
Whatever.
I
okay?
am super awesome.
It's not
No,
awesome,
yeah,
it's
it's jump scare heavy.
physical reaction.
Every time they try to do a scare, it's a jump scare. So it's very cliched in that way.
No, that's not true because they do a lot of like good horror and like things moving in the background. But the problem was is that I was laughing at it,
Because it looks stupid or silly.
crawling around and
Yes.
stuff. When? Because I was imagining how we would do it, or when Tom Cruise gets tackled.
Yes. Yes.
The zombie football player. Not really, but it's
This movie really, aside from that, has nothing
Definitely.
to talk about.
so let's just call it quits here. So
Just
what's-
call it a quits.
What's your
You obviously, you have nothing more to say, so my final verdict, I always give a score. My final score is a 4 out of 10.
Oh, we're that low, really. I
Well,
figured
five is my average.
that's why I figured you'd go 5 because it's so.
I figured,
yeah.
but I felt like it was just like,
Fair enough.
just when it's like
Normally
that,
I
it's just
give a
like,
shirtable, but instead today I'm going to give a remakeable, in that we could easily remake this.
Wow, not a shirt.
Not a shirtable,
Wow.
remakeable.
I thought if Suicide Squad was good enough to be shirtable, then
Don't
anything
ask about
else.
my scale.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's,
It's
I should have known my
remakeable.
place. I should
Sorry.
have known my place.